This is Gene Key, Skyserve News. 4 people are injured after a plane crashes in Grayson County. The Associated Press reports from Grayson County. Authorities say 4 people were seriously injured when their small plane crashed into a North Texas home. An FAA spokesperson says a Beechcraft 35 aircraft smashed the home's roof Sunday afternoon and then landed in the yard of a residential home in Gordonville, about 85 miles north of Dallas. 2 adults and 2 children were injured in the crash, and all 4 were transported to Texoma Medical Center. No bystanders were injured in the crash. The small plane was crumpled and torn in the home's backyard. The crash is now being investigated by the National Transportation Safety Board. 12 Harris County men are charged with online solicitation of a minor. KHOU.com reports from Houston. A dozen Houston-area men were taken into custody on allegations of soliciting children for sex online. The Houston Police Department and the Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's Office took the suspects into custody late last week as part of an online sting operation. All of the men are accused of agreeing to meet who they thought were underage boys and girls that they initially made contact with online. The former JetBlue pilot is suing the airline for his mid-air meltdown. NewsChannel10.com reports from Amarillo. A former JetBlue pilot whose wild behavior caused an emergency landing in Amarillo 3 years ago filed a lawsuit Friday against the airline company for letting him fly. On March 27, 2012, a mid-air meltdown by former pilot Clayton Osborne forced the emergency landing of a JetBlue flight headed from New York to Las Vegas. Now, he claims the airline should have known he was ill and should not have let him fly. Osborne's sudden outburst about religion and the 9/11 terrorist attacks caused a panic on Flight 191. Passengers and crew were able to restrain him, and the plane safely landed at Rick Husband's International Airport in Amarillo. Osborne was charged with interfering with a flight crew and faced up to 20 years in prison. In July of 2012, a federal court found him not guilty by reason of insanity. Today, he is a free man, and now he wants his $16 million from JetBlue. The lawsuit says Osborne's erratic behavior on the flight resulted from seizures. It also claims JetBlue ignored warning signs that he was not well before the plane took off. A riverboat runs aground, stranding its passengers on Lake Conroe. KHOU.com reports from Conroe. Investigators with the Harris County Constable's Office said the Southern Empress was on a dinner cruise when it got stuck on Bird Island. Several tugboats were called to the scene, but they were unable to budge the huge vessel. There were more than 100 passengers and 10 crew members on board. Everyone was safely evacuated and no one was hurt. Investigators believe alcohol was not a factor and said it could take days to move the vessel from the sandbar. This is Gene Key, Skyserve News.